his helmet is off, yeah.
Govinovich just say correction, 15-yard.
Winston fires, end zone, off Tom Duvernay, look at that.
All I know is that boy nice. Yo, this was insane. These 1 o'clock games are absolutely nutty. I'm trying to record this video. The Browns game's about to start. You know we live, so we're going to have that live. We're going to have another video too. But I would be a non-football fan if I didn't just talk about one of the most intense 1 o'clock windows I've seen in a very, very long time. Usually I like to have cool stats and facts and stuff like that. I don't need that. I can just tell you about each of these games because each of these games I've had insane things happening. And let's not dilly nor dally. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it, right? So Bears-Vikings, man. Shout out to JJ McCartney for, just trying to make Kevin O'Connell look like an idiot, right? Just trying everything in his power to make Kevin O'Connell look like something that he's not, apparently. I need some box scores too. Cannot do it without box scores. What were we talking about? We were talking about the Rams, right? Let's talk about the Rams, right? I lied. It's right here. So Caleb Williams, 60 for 32, 193 yards. JJ McCartney had 2 interceptions on the day. He just looked bad. He just looked awful. I know everybody wanted to say, oh my God, but in Michigan on third downs, he was great. This is the case in point of if quarterbacks don't have enough reps, enough, not too much, but if they don't have enough reps in college, they're just not going to be good. And it's not because I think they're bad. It's because they're just not battle tested. So we know what they really are. And that's the case with JJ McCarthy. Unlike Caleb Williams, who, man, it doesn't always look pretty for Caleb Williams, but it's always exhilarating with Caleb Williams, right? It's an absolute insane show. He's getting out of sacks. He's jumping up and down. He's absolutely going crazy. He's doing everything he can to ensure that the Bears keep clawing away. I don't know how many of y'all thought the Bears were going to be 7-3 coming into this, but they are. All right, let's reset this. Let's talk about the game of the 1 o'clock window. Buccaneers versus Bills. Look at this scoring. I mean, back and forth and back and forth. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was 6 different lead changes at one point. And I mean, Josh Allen was on it, even though he was throwing some bad picks. Baker Mayfield was on it, even though he's bad fields. It felt like both, despite the score, it really felt like the offense had good times on both sides and the defense had good times on both sides. I think Josh Allen had a total of 6 touchdowns, 3 or 4 rushing, 3 throwing, 317 yards through the air. That dude, Tucker, I don't know, y'all. Somebody please tell me what college he's from. I don't know how. I don't know. I think it's Sean Tucker. I forgot his name. All I know is that boy nice. That boy real nice. 2 touchdowns, 106 yards. That's just on the ground. He also had a big boy reception too to get into the touchdown. That's the 4 o'clock window, so we'll talk about those later. 4 o'clock window. Lions Eagles is tonight. We already talked about that. Now, can we talk about some classic Jameis Winston football? And you can't have Jameis Winston football without amazing times and bad times, right? I mean, it felt like that. Hey, Giants offense is moving. They were moving up and down the field on something that, or someone rather. In the Packers, who should be an elite defense, right? Now, the defense ended up, coming up big and coming over, but this is a tale of not 2 halves, but just 2 identities, because at one point, Malik Willis was in here, Jordan Love came out, he looked a little suspect. When he came back in, he was throwing some crazy ball. I don't know what his name is, 83 for the Packers. He threw this Jordan Love, like, fading backwards, over the top with a crazy catch. And then, I mean, both of the biggest touchdowns for Jordan Love, as much as I want to just say he's bad, both of the most important touchdowns, the go ahead to Christian Watson and that other touchdown, were big ball throws, right? So I got to give Jordan Love his credit. He set up and just almost a double coverage over the top, perfect placement. Christian Watson makes an even better catch. And this is not to underrate, what's it called? Oh my God, they're going into overtime. With the Falcons in Carolina. Oh my goodness. And it's not to, not to say that Jordan Love's throw wasn't good. In fact, Jordan Love's throw was so good. That's how good Christian Watson's catch was. Like he was draped all over him. He made a phenomenal catch. It was a great time. So then we go Bengals-Steelers. And I wanted another Joe Flacco magic show, man. But a 40-year-old can only do so much, and he really put it out all on the line there. He did what he could best, but at the end of the day, the Steelers find a way. Now, bad news if you're a Steelers fan, Aaron Rodgers did come off the field and came out the game. Mason Rudolph had to finish it off, and luckily they finished in a big way. Something we do need to talk about, though, is not Josh Allen, but Jalen Ramsey getting ejected, and you see Jamar getting it got real greasy. It got real greasy. You see Joey Porter Jr. in there. It was a full-on brawl. Jalen Ramsey was throwing hands and stuff like that. It got nasty. It was worse than the Texas A&M scuffle. You feel me? But that was crazy. But they somehow find a way to win. We'll see how much Jalen Ramsey gets fined. We'll have to see what the update is for Mr. Aaron Rodgers. Again, it was a wrist injury. It was on his left wrist, by the way. So hopefully everything's good, crispy and cool and copacetic. One of the most jarring games of the 1 o'clock window has to be Jaguars Chargers. Shout out to my guy Isaiah in the live chat. He was telling me, hey, before this game, he's like, hey, y'all, you better watch out. I'm hearing that Justin Herbert's getting shipped out the Chargers. I was like, man, you tripping, man. He getting paid too much money. You just making stuff up. He's like, nah, man. Greg Roman's offensive system, I don't know if it fits Justin Herbert. I said, nah, man. Greg Roman has simplistic systems that can help with Justin Herbert. All the tight ends are giving him really good, easy, shallow targets to hit and then setting up big throws. Well, I clearly don't watch enough hoops. I clearly don't watch enough because the Jaguars came in and stuffed Justin Herbert in the locker, and not just stuffed him in the locker, right? It was bad. Justin Herbert looked bad. Shout out to Colorado alum BJ Green. He suplexed. He dropped Justin Herbert. Boy, it got so bad. I saw Trey Lance warming up on the sideline. Like, it got real bad real quick. 35-6. Can we give Trevor Lawrence some respect? I mean, I'm the only one who disrespects him, I think. But anyway, you know, he played a good game. It's an okay game, but he used his legs a little more. He did what he needed to do to win. At the end of the day, how mad can you be at somebody for getting a W? And obviously, this is the 9:30 game. The Dolphins escape against Marcus Mariota in the Commanders. Very fun day. Very fun time. This 1 o'clock window had a little bit of everything. And speaking of it, I do want to talk about it because the Bears aren't the Bears without this play right here. Like, this is like, and you know, maybe this has a lot to say about, you know, where the where the Vikings are and kind of where they are. Devin Duvernay, right? The former University of Texas alum, former track runner, by the way. He also ran track for us in Texas too. An Olympic gold medalist or Olympic competitor, I believe. I don't know if he was a gold medalist, but I know he competed in the Olympics too. With a big boy return, and obviously I can't watch too much of it. But this is 16-17. You know, J.J. McCartney finally does what he needs to do, and it doesn't matter because they instantly get into red zone, and you know, that was all she wrote at that point. So, you know, not only were these losses, but these were brutal losses, and I want to talk about something, right? I highlighted everybody's favorite, Jameis Winston. By the way, if you're looking for the Browns game, to my live stream, the Ravens won the toss. The Browns will get the ball first. So we'll see how that goes. It looks like Dylan Gabriel gets the first call. So, you know, I really do feel, and I felt like, you know, Jameis Winston playing foosball is a good time, and it brings highs and it brings lows, man. But this one was a particularly low for old J-Bo, right? 3rd and 6. Got a chance to tie it up with 40 seconds. And, you know, I think some people might argue that this was actually on the receiver. Probably need to more run of a sail, and it is Jalen Hyatt, and he's had some problems with communications and stuff. But the offense looked really good up until this point. Why does it keep, dog? I can't have it blaring loud like that. But let's go slow here. So he's going to set up. He clearly sees something he likes, right? He pats that ball. This is, you know, he's not under duress or anything. A bit of a duck there. And it just a perfect ball to the ops, right? A perfect dot to the ops when you needed it most. And it really sucks. I have a feeling that was on Jalen Hyatt just because I know his reputation. You know, but regardless, you know, you get the full Jameis Winston experience. He looked great. He was doing phenomenal things. He was eating W's. I think he even had a rushing touchdown. Very exciting game from Jameis Winston. But exciting isn't just one way. Exciting isn't just the good stuff. Sometimes it's the bad stuff as well. And I know y'all might have thought I forgot a game, that Falcons game. The Falcons game is still going on. It's overtime. So I ain't got much to say except shout out to Bryce Young. He is having one of his best games in his professional career. I think he has like 394 yards right now. This is going back and forth and last second and all this craziness. So, you know, we'll see what the overtime brings. But I'm gonna wrap this video up. The Browns are about to kick off right now, or sorry, the Ravens are about to kick off to the Browns right now. So we're gonna get right to it. But I appreciate y'all rocking with me. We're gonna be back for another 4 o'clock wrap up after the Browns game. Lots of craziness, lots of fun time in this 1 o'clock window. Yo, so crazy. The games ain't even started yet. But y'all be great. Y'all be blessed. Y'all like this video if you like it. Dislike if you don't. Subscribe if you like football content. We'll see you next time, baby.